We hear nothing but optimism from the Indians as they prepare for the opening of spring training camp in Tucson, Arizona next week. In most cases, the optimism is justified.
Last season, ex-tribesman Bernie Farfenbarger played second base like it was a game of hide-and-seek. Ground balls didn't need eyes to escape his glove. Bernie all but invited them on a grand tour of right field. All expenses paid by the Cleveland Indians.
Good night, Mrs. Sloan.
Good night, Gloria.
Good night.
But this season, those same grass cutters are going to find themselves making a fast trip to first base courtesy of new Indian Keystone bagger, Joe Flash Gordon.
Men. What'd I do?
One dark cloud hanging over the teepee is the expected loss of right fielder Jeff Metcalf.
Metcalf's bat will be sorely missed.
Never mind. If you don't make the team, still have the radio job.
No team can afford to lose a promising player whose rookie season average of .297 was the envy of a lot of his more seasoned teammates.
Just who will take Metcalf's spot in right field is anybody's guess.
Why don't you write like this every day? Dale Mitchell, the green pea from Texas, has owner Bill Veck on bended knee and prayer that the rookie Sandlot play will translate to the majors. This is what the readers want to see on the sports page. It's punchy. They quote you. We sell more papers. Starting to write like Ring Lardner. Keep it up. You'll get a raise.
Then I'll keep it up. You keep it up, you might get it right between the eyes. What's the big idea of printing this malarkey?
My editor doesn't think it's malarkey.
Well, your editor's no Einstein if he hired you. Who told you I wasn't going to make the team?
The journalist protects his sources.
What would you know about journalism?
Well, I know that accident you had on the barnstorming tour. Well, that was news.
I fell down, I got up. So what?
I'm in a hurry.
Print a retraction.
Make the team, I'll retract it.
They say that pictures on television fly through the air just like radio waves. They say it's like being there when you're not. Things we've seen in our lifetime.
Indeed. Mrs. Haley used to be a redhead, didn't she?
Yes, she did. I know a lot of people look down on a woman who bleaches her hair, but I think it's very becoming on Mrs. Haley.
How broad-minded of you, Sam. How is her work?
We wish we had a dozen Mrs. Haleys.
That's so.
Her supervisor says she's the most dedicated file clerk we have. Never late, never takes long lunch hours, never leaves her desk early.
Never absent.
She took a leave of absence to get her divorce. She went to Reno.
Oh, how resourceful. So there have been no excessive visits to the doctor or the dentist or requests to take in a ball game?
No, ma'am. I doubt she knows how the game is played. No, she's never missed a day's work.
Well, I'm delighted to hear it. Too many people take their jobs for granted, and it's hard to find good clerical help.
Well, she's well thought of. She certainly deserves the raise you gave her.
I gave her?
Maybe Mr. Sloan authorized it.
When?
I believe it was around the time you went to your uncle's funeral in Prospect. May he rest in peace.
I don't believe I'll let Victoria Bridges into my home again. She is a gossip monger without a conscience, spreading silly tales of this or that, based on nothing whatsoever. I'm ashamed I even listened to her, let alone let her worry me. Her mind is so filled with venom, it's a wonder she hasn't poisoned herself. If one were to listen to her, everyone is carrying on with everyone else. She actually suggested, stopped just short of an accusation, in fact, that Mr. Sloan was running around behind my back at the ballpark, imagine of all places.
People in glass houses.
Well, that sounds as if you think she has reason to throw stones.
Oh, absolutely not, ma'am. I just meant that no one should destroy anyone's reputation.
Especially people who don't deserve to have that sort of thing said about them. Of all things, she said she saw Mr. Sloan with a blonde out in public.
Well, if there's nothing else, we'll be on our way.
I'll just take these things upstairs before I go.
Well, good night. Abe, how has the service been at Dubinsky's?
Oh, they do a fine job there.
The reason I ask is, when I went to Prospect for my uncle's funeral, I believe I asked you to service the Packard, did I not?
Yes, ma'am, but Mr. Sloan gave us the day off when you went away.
He did?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that explains it.
All you got to do is what you did before. Only instead of giving a copy to the paper, give it to me.
For this, I get...
5 big ones a pop.
I got 10 last time.
That was a one-time emergency. What I'm offering is job security. Up to 5 columns a week would charge up to more than 1,200 simoleons per annum, cash in hand.
$8 per column.
6.
7.
7.
Deal.
Here's an advance on the first 2. I need something on the Barons and something on the changes on the Indians' coaching staff. Anybody ask any questions, you're my secretary.
Since when did you and Barzisa become so chummy?
Since he printed my stuff verbatim.
You wrote his column?
Pick your jaw up off the floor. It's no big deal if you like baseball.
Oh, I like baseball. I intend to play baseball, Miss Sports Writer.
Well, the doctor
What
said...
the doctor said was his opinion, which he gave to me, not the whole world.
You told me...
I told you, I told my family. I did not tell Coach, I did not tell the front office. I certainly did not tell Barzisa, nor ask him to spread the news from here to Kingdom Come.
Slugger, I'm sorry.
Thanks to you, Coach will be watching me like a hawk all during training. Meanwhile, Barzisa's editor thinks he's got Ring Lardner on his hand.
Ring Lardner? Pearl Roadhouse?
There's no justice in this world. I'm turning to a life of crime.
Yes, he is. Hang on. For you. The front office.
Hi. Oh, you bet. Oh, you bet. No. Look, you didn't believe that fluff piece. No. No, Barzisa must be spiking his coffee. No, right as rain. Huh? Sure. Yes. No, I'll be there. They want me to see the team doctor. Field a couple of fly balls before they want to see if it's worth the expense of taking me to Arizona.